Time again for Bookerman. WWE ECW Week 3. My rebook it. And today we're going to do something a little different. This would be the June 26, 2006 episode. And we decided we're going to have a little culture corner here. You know, a la Edit Their Podcast and several other podcasts. Talk about what was going on this week. Now, obviously, we're changing the reality of wrestling, but everything outside of wrestling is still roughly the same. So, here's the top movies that would have been June 26, 2006. Number one is Click, the Adam Sandler movie where he has the remote. Got the time controlling remote. Now I've seen this. I think it's pretty funny. I think I have it somewhere around here. I like it. It's not one of the better Adam Sandler movies, but it's still pretty funny for what it is. And Superman Returns, number 2. I don't like this one. To me, this is the worst Superman movie. Live action wise, anyway, it's horrible. Like, people hate on Man of Steel. Man of Steel is awesome in my opinion. And Superman last year was freaking fantastic. And this one though it's like Brandon Routh is trying. He's good, but this movie is not good. I don't want to say his name, but the guy playing Lex, the role Lex, he's good, but the guy's a piece of shit. But he's a good Lex. But like other than that, you're reaching for stuff here. This movie literally put me to sleep before. It's so dull. Like, so much doesn't happen. There's like 2 things happen in the whole movie in a long 2 hours. It's a slog. Don't like it. Cars, number 3. I've seen this once, like when it came on DVD. I don't remember a lot about it. I remember being okay. You know, one of those weird things. Nacho Libre. This one I've seen once too. And you know what? I remember liking it for the most part. I remember it felt a little lacking, but I do enjoy it. But we referenced Nacho Libre pretty, although we're gonna spoiler for this episode. But anyway, then we got number 5, The Lake House. The only one here I haven't seen. This is like the one where it's Keanu Reeves, Sandra Bullock. It's a romantic, like, story where there's like some kind of thing with time travel or something. It's a bit weird. I think like they're staying at the same house but in different years. And we got also the top 5 songs here. And obviously, these are like American charts, so it might be different elsewhere. But number 1, Hips Don't Lie by Shakira featuring Wyclef Jean. I'm under the waves. That's a good song. I like that one. Promiscuous, the Leaf Furtado featuring Timbaland. That's the one that she's like, doo-doo, promiscuous girl, you know how you boy, I'm you waiting for. It's good stuff. Next up, It's Going Down with Young Jock. I know this song, but I'm not like that familiar. It's okay. This next one, it's like probably one of my favorite songs of all time. They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling, trying to get me riding dirty. Chamillionaire featuring Crazy Bone, number 4. Good ass song. And number 5, one that can drive you insane depending on how you feel about it, or you might like a lot. And that's Cause I Had a Bad Day by Daniel Powder. Recently featured on One Hit Wonderland. I think it's a few months ago. Anyway, that's the culture corner. A little bit of what's going on June 26th. 2006. So now, let's get to the show. ECW Week 3. And we have a couple notes here that are kind of like what was going on IRL. So we got to talk about Vengeance. RVD retained against Edge, just like real life. Then on the Raw after that, they made RVD and Cena, just like real life, and that all happened the same. Edge interferes. And we also have on www.ecw.com a note that happens to go the same day, Monday. It's like breaking news: ECW episode 3 featuring ECW World Title 3-way dance, where one person, the one who's left standing after 2 eliminations, will be a champion. As the defending ECW champion, RVD will defend against Sabu, and the man that pinned him in a tag match this week, Little Guido. So let's go to that right now. We actually start the show. We have the Bodies at the Floor intro. And we have a freeway dance for the ECW World Title. R. Van Dam versus Guido and Sabu. We get some fun stuff here with Guido and Sabu. Actually do a little bit of a wrestling little change. And Sabu actually does his diving leg tackle. He'd love to do it. Actually hits it. And little Guido, he's doing some good submissions. And at 6:22, we get RVD and Sabu hit their little combination tag move they used to do in ECW, where it's Rob Van Dam does the Rolling Thunder, And as he's sitting there rolling for that part, Sabu does the Arabian face press off the rope, the leg drop off the rope. Not the Arabian face press, it was like jumping leg drop off the rope. Like he leaps over the rope, springboard style, Kazarian style, if you will. And Sabu pins Little Guido to eliminate him. 622. We ain't done yet. No, we ain't done yet. Now, RVD and Sabu get to have a little fun, a little sprint. We do some cool stuff here. Pretty much if you see the RVD Sabu match, you can imagine the spots here, you know. They're doing some stuff with the chairs. Doing some good dives into the crowd. RVD dives in the crowd at one point. Sabu does the triple. He jumps into RVD through a regular table at ringside, like does the jump on the rope, really running jump over the ropes a ton. But in the end, RVD gets Sabu on the Spanish announce table, climbs the ladder, and hits that 5-star frog splash straight through that table, destroying it, and Sabu pinning him at 15 minutes to retain his title. Still the reigning champion. And he gets up and he's celebrating. Joey Styles is like, no, Rob Van Dam has worked 3 matches in the last 3 days for a combined hour of wrestling. How many wrestlers can do that sort of thing? In this year, 2006, you know? And he gets RVD's on the table and he's like doing his like bow he would do. He's on the regular announce table with Joey Styles. And as he's done this, all of a sudden, we see the camera we see him like lean over, like he's been taken down, and somebody has taken out his leg. And who is it? Who do we see who's pulled his leg? Why, it's a masked man from Pacific vs. Raw 2009. Yep. And black ski mask. He has a black ski mask. He has a black shirt. He has his camouflage pants and some like workman boots, some lugs or whatever. Which has a certain look to it you can think about, but anyway, he's not done. He starts pounding on him, beating him, pinching him in the head. RVD's on the table. He's just enjoying Styles being like, oh my God, what is happening? Rob Van Dam is in a match. He's defending the title. He's getting beat down by this mysterious stranger. What is going on? He's not done. He hits RVD with the ECW title to the head. RVD briefly gets up for a minute, but he gets hit with the head. And then he catches RVD before he completely falls, has him like this, cradles him, then pulls him close to by where the guardrails. Like backbreakers him like his knee, like on the knee with the head and knee here. He does a thumbs up, puts the thumb down on top of Rob Van Dam's head, then squeezes him Sister Abigail style into the guardrail. And the masked man after this, he gets up, he looks at Joey, and there's a bag on the floor that he brought with him. We didn't see till now, a little black bag. He pulls out a videotape, and he gives it to Joey. And the tape says, play me. And Joey's like, what is going on? What are you doing? You were insane. What is wrong with you? That's our champion. That's Rob Van Dam. And then, so at this point, we take a pause for the calls. And we go to the back, and suddenly there's a knock on Paul Heyman's door. And Paul goes, go away, Kelly. But instead, it's the real Kurt Angle entering. And he is pissed off. He is fired up. It's 2006 Kurt Angle. You do not want him mad at you. And he goes, I want the Impact players tonight, Paul. Paul's like, I can't do that. And Kurt Angle grabs him by the collar, gets in his face, and goes, why not? Paul writes, they're not here, Kurt. I don't know where they are. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have any idea. I'm serious. He goes, but besides, you had a stinger 2 weeks ago. You were lucky, if you could believe it, because you had a stinger. But I don't even believe you've been medically cleared. I think you tried some quack to allow you to be here, like. And Kurt, he does look like he's considered. Let me take a quick. Some Pepsi. But he goes, I have another idea, Kurt. You look like you're ready to compete. Maybe you shouldn't be, but you look like you want to have a match. I understand that. I understand that fire, the passion. You're angry, you're upset. Well, so happens tonight. There's a big moment, tonight here in the main event. Sylvain and Garnier, Randy Dupree, they're going to reunite. A lot of resistance. After 3 years, these two haven't been together in 3 years. Tonight here in ECW, they want to have a tag team match. Only thing is, I don't really know who to put up against. Kurt, I think you, and I have an idea, a vision, if you will. A vision of Kurt Angle and the Big Show against Law of Resistance. Because I feel much better if you're going to compete, it's going to be a tag team match. Because at least there's someone there to watch your back. And Kurt goes, that's insane. Me and the Big Show, after everything we've been through, but I need to unleash my anger. So okay, I'm in. He leaves, because I'm going to go talk to Show. And when we come back in the ring, Macho Libre is here. Ooh, yeah, that's right. That's right, Macho Libre. Straight up, Macho Libre doing a Macho Man impression. You can say again, this is Tony DeVito. And this guy, so maybe I have Mr. Tony. Yeah, Tony DeVito again making an appearance. He's in the mask. It's Tony DeVito himself. And if you can believe it, the Sandman comes out. And you gotta see where it's going. Sandman, whacks him about a bit with the kendo. This time he does the white Russian leg sweep. And he once again wins with the Swanton Bomb. What does he call that? The rolling rocker. Yeah, the rolling rocker. And then afterwards, he gets a mic and he looks a little perturbed and he goes, "That's it? Like, 3 weeks in a row, this is all you got for me? This is just too easy. It's too easy, man. I'm barely drunk." He goes, "Does anybody here have balls to give me a real challenge?" And he goes, "Wait a minute, that's it, balls." He goes, "Next week, balls Mahoney, you and me, let's fight like old times." Now after this, we immediately Angle goes in the locker room, we look for Show, and Show is just passed out on the floor, knocked the fuck out. He's gone. Carter's like, Show, he's trying to go, "What's all right? So get some help, And then the next thing, we're taking some commercial breaks here. This is still like a 45-minute show on the ECW.com. We see Kevin Thorne bearing his fangs outside the ECW arena. So he's like, "Oh my, who is that guy? What is going on? Such a strange night. He looks like some kind of man who prefers a gothic lifestyle." And this is Kevin Thorne, but he's gonna have another name. He's actually gonna be Seventh Son when he finally does come. That's a little spoiler tidbit there. There you go. Next week, we almost immediately jump to a pre-tape of Taz. Taz in his black leather jacket, orange shirt, sunglasses on, silver and orange sunglasses. He goes, "I haven't been in ECW in a while. But I got it, and this is a pre-tape, because I got a big bad son of a bitch who reminds me of me, the human suplex machine, in the way I used to be when I was killing dudes." He goes, "When I was starting out, and he'll be here soon, and I'm going to be the guy who holds the leash so he doesn't destroy everything in his path completely. But no matter what, if you're his opponent and you're in his way, you will be bulldozed. So get ready." And then we almost jump to another little vignette here, a little thing going on from pre-tape to vignette. It's a little package of tests from WWF before the stuff he was doing. We're like, "Test will return in 2 weeks. This is a test." And Joey Styles, he's talking about, well, next week we got a huge show. We got Sandman and Balls Mahoney apparently going to have some kind of match. And those two guys, they love to fight. They love to go extreme, if anybody does. He goes, "But we also going to have Kelly and Jazz. I don't know how it's going to work out. Kelly supposedly is training right now. And Jazz, she's in quite a mood. We don't know why this keeps happening. But next week they're going to go one-on-one. Could be interesting." All of a sudden, Stevie Richards pulls up. He's like, "Hey, Joey, mind if I do commentary for you for this last match, this main event here?" So he's like, "Well, I was about to say, I don't even know if we have a main event, Stevie. And, Big Show, I don't know what's going on with him. Kurt was supposed to face Law Resistance in a tag match." And he's like, but you want to do commentary?" He's like, "Yeah, I've been feeling a little blue lately." He's like, "All right, I guess if we have a match, you can do it." We immediately go to back. Kurt is talking to Paul. He's like, "So what's with the Big Show?" He's like, "Well, he's been taken to the hospital." And he goes, "What I gotta say is that I have another partner for you. I can have somebody here. It's not quite what I had in mind, but I think it'll work out." And Kurt's like, "Fine, do it." He goes, "But Paul, I want Just Incredible, and I want Lance Storm, and you're gonna give them to me soon." And Paul's like, "In time, Kurt, in time. I will make it. I'll get it done. But just go out there and not worry about the time." So we get Law Resistance to make their French intros. And then Kurt Angle comes out. We don't know who he's going to be partner. And we hear a song playing of Living La Vida Loca. And would you believe it? It's Super Crazy, making his WWE ECW debut. He's been WWE for a minute. Yeah, Super Crazy's here. He's going to team an Angle. Angle looks a little like, okay, I can work with this. So we're off to the races. Our main event of the evening. We have Kurt Angle and Super Crazy versus a lot of resistance. And Crazy starts out with some good moves. He's hitting some high stuff, high flying stuff, and some spin kicks and whatnot. A vaulting body press on the outside. And eventually, though, Rene Dupree is able to cut him off and catch him for a crossbody and slam him down. He does his French dance, and a lot of resistance starts working him over. He hits some tag team moves at one point. They go for their French flapjack thingy. They go for the French flapjack, but the Super Crazy is able to elbow out of the French flapjack. And he's able to hit a nice little arm, a cool little flipping arm drag on Sylvan. But then he gets cut off by Rene Dupree with a big clothesline. The whole time, Curry is being built up for the hot tag. Crazy's trying. And eventually, Crazy's in the ring with Rene, and he hits his standing moonsault. Rene Dupree doesn't go for the pin though. He rolls back, and he rolls, and he goes, and then Rene goes to attack Sylvan, and he attacks Kurt at the same time. And Kurt comes in like a house of fire. He really hits a headbutt on Sylvan, and then he doesn't let him fall down. He grabs his wrist, pulls him up to a big overhead belly. He screams. He's going wild. Rene Dupree comes in, trying to stop this, and he immediately gets like a back body grab, crazy back body jump overhead. Kurt hits some European uppercuts. Sylvan does get some stuff out, and he throws some punches in and hits a suplex of his own, but Kurt immediately gets up, big German. He's just going crazy on this thing, And eventually, Kurt is able to angle slam Sylvan Gagne and lock in the angle lock. And Sylvan fights it for like maybe 5 seconds and taps out, ending the match with a win at 7-11 for Kurt and Super Crazy. Kurt's in the ring, he lets go of the ankle, and he's celebrating. Super Crazy's on the high side, and he's like, "Ah, yeah!" And then we see on the screen, we hear Jerry go, well, hold on, I want to point out, Stevie, we're going to play this tape here that we got from the Masked Man earlier. We don't know what's going on here, but we're going to play this tape. And we found the tape player for it before the show ends, so not leave yet. And he goes, well, wait, hold on, something's on the screen. And then we see in the back, Man Storm is incredible. And they have kendo sticks, and they're cracking the shit out of a car in the parking lot. And Kurt's like, that's my car! You son of bitches! And he leaves and runs to the back. And then Joey's like, oh my, well, we gotta show this tape now. We gotta show this tape. Hold on a minute. So, excuse me. So, the tape is the Masked Man. He's staring at we're just sitting in a chair, and he goes, I am Mr. MH. And his voice is distorted, so I am Mr. MH. RVD, I want what you have, because everything was stolen from me. And then the tape goes staticky again. And Joey's like, what does this mean? Who is this man? What is happening? Be sure to tune in next week to ECW. Sure to tune in next week. And maybe we can have some updates. We're going to have Sandman and Balls, and Kelly's going to face Jazz. See you then. And then, the show ends. Week 3. We're done. It's in the can. And, we built a couple things here. What? We can get answers here. Who is Mr. MH? Why is he targeting RVD? And he says he lost everything. Everything was stolen from him, but why is he want RVD for that? And we have, of course, what's going to happen with Kelly and Taz. Who is Taz bringing in? And will Kurt get his hands on the Impact players? And will Stevie find a cure for the blues? And what will Kevin Foreign do once his son get here? Once he gets here? All these questions and more. We might find out very soon. The next one's gonna be in real life, the July 4th episode of ECW. It's kind of funny. I didn't try to time these like real life, do a 20-year thing, like compare it. But time's great. Time is malleable. But thanks for watching nonetheless. And it's just sometime in the next week I should have the 4th episode out. We start building stuff going on. We'll have another. I don't know how much is gonna change in the Culture Corner. Might check. It might be kind of the same deal. It's the same deal. We might just skip it next time, or I'll try to find maybe something a little lower, like not the top 5 next ones. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying these. Have a great day.